my name's Kamille Basanta-Henry. I was born and raised in Florida, but my family is from Jamaica. I'm the only one in my immediate family who was born in the United States. And for those who didn't know, Jamaica is a small island that used to be a British colony. It is about 90 miles from Cuba. And in 1962, they gained independence from being a British colony, but they still do implement most of the British values to this day. One of their mottos is out of many one people, or out of many people one people, because we are all so mixed up. There's so many people, so many different types of people in every family, due to an earthquake back in the 1600s where there was a port called Port Royal where sailors would go to have fun, have parties, and just get away from their sailor lives. And then there was an earthquake back in the 1600s. So the mixture of different types of sailors and the Jamaican people has led to the country being full of Africans, Indians, Germans, Cubans. There's a lot of Asians. I do have family members of all types of colors in my family. Going to a family function's pretty fun for me. There's 3 social classes in Jamaica: poor, middle, and upper. When you're upper and middle class, you normally tend to have help. It's not really help. You don't treat them like help. It's family, but it's more they help you with chores, while the women, we're supposed to be more of a homemaker. We cook the food and take care of the children. But if you don't have any children, then you probably don't have help. They have a couple of main religions. The religion and going to church every Sunday is very big in the Jamaican community. They like to have prayer within every school, and every school is associated with a church. The schools there are all boy or all girl schools. Unless you're in a poor neighborhood, it tends to be then a mixed school. But and even in order to get into high school, you have to take tests to be placed at in a good ranking high school. So the lower ranked your high school is, the dumber you're considered to be. Education and religion are 2 things that are very, very important to a lot of Jamaican people and families. And in every school, there's uniforms. The girls usually wear skirts. There's really no winter there, so it doesn't matter about the cold or snow. They normally wear skirts, while gentlemen wear khakis and ties. But even all throughout the work professional field, you could just riding in Jamaica, just, taking a drive and down the street, you'll be able to point out who works at a bank or who works for the airlines because of their specific uniform. They are very friendly within the culture, but we tend to be closed off people. Sometimes it's harder to identify or express your feelings to a Jamaican person, especially a man, because Jamaican men tend to be closed off and kind of selfish. They have an American way of thinking. I guess you could say the Western view of thinking. They tend to like to make the money and be the homemaker. They don't like to stay home with kids. There's really no stay-at-home fathers in Jamaica. That's hardly heard of. I know this is the Jamaican flag. I have a little thing from the Olympics a couple weeks ago. My family, we love the Olympics, obviously, and Bolt did amazing, so we were cheering for him. And the flag, the black represents all of our hardships, and the green, it represents all the money and the growth that is developing throughout the country even now. And the yellow is representing the sugar cane, which is a big product that's produced in Jamaica. Sugarcane is in a lot of items. It's grown and imported in a lot of places around the world. Also, when you're Jamaican, some body gestures that are normally okay when you're American are not. There's some, like, standing with your hands on your hips. That means you're mad. That means that you don't want to talk to the person that's talking to you. While here it could just mean, hey, I'm just kind of relaxing, or my back hurts, so I'm just putting my hand on my hip, or I have too much on this side. As well as if you interrupt someone, it's very, very rude. Children, there's a real big discipline factor in Jamaica as well. Children hardly interrupt anyone, and when they're talking to anyone that's older than them, it's either yes ma'am, no ma'am, or yes auntie or uncle, yes mom, no dad, things like that. They usually have pretty fun. Well, they're known for their beaches, their scenery, obviously, and all the parties around Independence Day, which is August 6th. They have a huge celebration. They have carnivals and festivals. A lot of music acts come out. There's a lot of food. Between the food, Jamaican people love food and music. So really, we like to dance and eat. And those two go hand in hand with each other. They're at every festival, every party, everywhere. There's many food items and that multiple people are aware of that are from Jamaica, such as jerk chicken, curry chicken. Those are two of my personal favorites. I also like oxtail. It sounds weird, but it is really, really good. Curry goat is also one of our delicacies, along with, Jamaican beef patties that everyone is used to seeing everywhere. But they also have curry chicken patties and veggie patties. There's multiple types of patties. Also, they do import their beer Red Stripe. It's made locally in Jamaica, and I'm sure most of you have either seen or heard of a Red Stripe. I don't like beer, but I will have a Red Stripe from time to time. I'm more of a cider girl. But they also do make their own kind of rum. It's in a special bottle, but this is the Appleton rum. My favorite rum. It's really, really strong, and if you ever see it anywhere, it might be expensive, but even the small bottle, this has lasted me like a year because I don't drink that much, and it's really strong. So after one drink, you don't need anything else. Along with their festivals and their Independence Day celebrations, they are a known destination for spring break and one of the top destinations on people's bucket list to go and, view Jamaica. They have Dunn's River Falls, which most of you have heard of, the waterfalls that people walk up. The name of it is Dunn's River. And there's also Rick's Cafe, which is it's a cliff diving spot where there's music and a nice scenery and a little restaurant and drinks. And you can dive off a small cliff, a medium cliff, or a high cliff. So that's a lot of people go to Jamaica and do that. And they also recently started to get some theme parks and water parks, so that's fun. And I know right behind me we have some art. Like, my mom's really into Jamaican art, so every time we go, we get something. So it was just like a woman back in the day, one of the fruit holders and just some Jamaican fruit up there. But then that's not anything important. That's all I have to say, and I had a great time this semester learning intercultural communications and the differences between the American culture and the Jamaican culture, and knowing how I had to, or now understanding how I had to decipher my way in between both. It's very interesting. Thanks for watching.